Well, I think I got it all figured out today. It's the Tyler Glenn Show. Good morning and happy hump day. It's the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. I'm Tyler Glenn. Good to have you along on a Wednesday. The Jets have done it. The Jets are in the playoffs, and we're celebrating this morning. You're showing us your fandom, and we're going to take a look at some of the pictures that you sent in this morning. Also, Pets Day yesterday. Speaking of pictures, man, we got bombarded with pictures yesterday, and we're going to show a few more this morning of Pets Day yesterday. That was a lot of fun. We even named some goldfish yesterday. And we got 20 hilarious photos of dogs protesting everyday things. It's going to put a smile on your face, I guarantee you. If you've ever wanted to visit Greece, we have a friend there right now. Polly is in Greece with her family. We've got pictures. Our beach cam takes us to Greece this morning. And what a day yesterday. Wow. Good morning and welcome into the Beach Bunker. I'm Tyler Glenn, and this is the Tyler Glenn Show. We can chat. I'm hoping you can hear me. Everything is back in its place. It's good to have you along on a hump day as the Jets win. That's the big news this morning. The Jets win. They're in the playoffs for the first time in how long? It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a couple of years. And I hate to be the bearer of some poo-poo news, but Jets fans are not going to be happy with something I'm going to be telling them this morning. And it's not opinion-oriented. It has to do with history rearing its ugly head. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later this morning. But let's focus 90% celebration, 10% on, there's the check engine light is on. And we'll talk a little bit more about that as the morning goes on. The best cars for gas mileage was released yesterday. And so best cars for gas mileage, we will have the top 5 for you. Also, we will take a look at the most memorable things left behind by hotel guests and found by housekeeping. We'll take a look at that this morning. And Nick Cannon wants to have a child with Taylor Swift. I am not sure that is a good idea. But anyway, we will take a look at that and other stuff this morning. on the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. And in the meantime, we're going to say a special good morning to our Romper Room friends. Kathleen, Porky, and we've got Quentin here, and Tasha is here. So good to have you along this morning. And I'm just, little concerned about chat. I'm a little gun shy on sound and chat this morning. So keep the chats rolling just to keep me from having a heart attack this morning. Because I came in and it was, is this thing? Oh, there's Fern. Oh, good morning. And she's got a little coffee emoji, got the coffee rolling. I think Fern is excited about the big Jets win last night. And we'll get to some of those pictures in just a second. First, to the forecast and our roads. Looks as if we're in for some rain showers. We're going to get some sun to start today, especially in the eastern part of the province. You can see that beautiful sunrise in Winnipeg this morning and beautiful sunshine at Eli. But we are in for some rain showers. So expect, we're not going to say snow because +4 is the high for Friday. And it's like, we had so much melting yesterday. It was so gorgeous. I thought there was a street party happening in my neighborhood last night. Maybe there was, and I just wasn't invited. But there were so many people on the street just out enjoying the sun. And you couldn't wipe the smile off anyone's faces. And did you see the lineups for ice cream last night? Oh, man, the ice cream stores that have been open since March the 1st, just waiting for the barrage of customers to come, finally got hammered yesterday. They made some bank. They made some bank yesterday at the ice cream shop. So good morning to all our friends that work in those seasonal jobs where, you're selling Slurpees or selling ice cream cones because it has been a long spring. We're just going to leapfrog from winter straight into summer. And so sun on the east, a little bit of cloud on the west. We could see some showers this morning, otherwise cloudy pretty much for the rest of the week. And those double-digit highs may elude us until next week. Okay. Here is your temperatures across North America from coast to coast to coast this morning. And look at that. This is the first map in 2023 where we are not colder than, say, BC. Look over to the west. Look at all that blue. Ha ha! Ha ha! You're in the blue. Sucks to be you. Oh, I've waited all year for this. You know how much work this is to put this map together every day? Oh my God, we're warmer than BC. Oh, it's going to be a great day. Look at that. Oh, it must be so cold in BC where it's really blue. Look at us basking in the green glow just above the yellow glow. Oh, yeah. Suck it, BC. Suck it. I take joy in such things. I do apologize. But it doesn't happen very often. So let's just all pause for the cause right now and look at that beautiful map. And there's green all the way down right into the other parts of North America. Doesn't it feel good to feel normal? Like to feel like the rest of the world is not looking at us going, God, those poor people, they must be freezing to death in the middle of the continent up north there. Not today. Even though we're seeing some clouds roll in, it's nice and mild. I mean, that +5 to wake up, after all those minuses. Anyway, let's quickly look at snowpack. I think that, look at that. We're almost done. Almost there. And that snow is almost gone from North Dakota, and Minnesota's just losing it. Wow. When we started the week, they'd still had, that state was half filled with snow, and look at it's almost gone. I would think that this map could be done by Friday. I'm thinking we won't have to look at it anymore, and we will officially be in spring, as the only snow left will be in Quebec and in the mountains. And, well, we are just going to get on with our summer. Speaking of getting on with it, the Winnipeg Jets winning big last night, and they are in the playoffs, and Manitobans couldn't be happier. My news feed was filled with congratulations last night and happiness and joy, and we're going to keep that going with some of the pictures. I said, don't tell me you're a Jets fan. Show me you're a Jets fan. And so Sean Wilson obliged and sent this. And this is, I have yet to see the Dale Hawerchuk statue. There's Dale there. And giddy. Oh, yeah, Porky. It's going to be hockey and barbecue. Almost as good as football and barbecue. That's my favorite. Football and barbecue, but you know what? Hockey and barbecue is okay, too. I'll take it. And so this is Sean's, I believe, Sean's significant other, unless this is Sean. I'm not quite sure, but that is a beautiful statue of Dale Hawerchuk. That's still fairly new, obviously unveiled not all that long ago. We've got Chris Brandon. Chris, this is Chris. He had to put his jersey on last night. He says it's from 2018, but I know that as soon as the Jets won, that thing got dusted off, and yeah, it's like the move over bandwagon, here we come. We need to cheer on the Jets. Go, Jets, go. Now, I am a bandwagon jumper. Full disclosure, my son worked for the Canucks for a year. And you know how that is as a parent. As soon as your kid works for any organization, you become a fan, you support it. If your kid is working at McDonald's, chances are you probably support McDonald's a little bit more than you normally would. Or if your kid works at Walmart or Canadian Tire or something like that, you might go in there a little bit, not when they're working, but you want to be supportive. So when my son worked for the Canucks for a year, we kind of switched teams, and I still watch to see what they're doing. My wife is still a Canucks fan. She just won't come back. No, she's gone. That's it. It's like, my baby worked for the Canucks, and therefore I will be a Canuck forever. And so that's how it rolls in our house, but we have not had the Jets and Canucks kind of tangle in any kind of serious hockey, so we're good. This is Wayne Balkin, 8 years ago today, popped into his memories. So I guess, Wayne, it was 8 years since they've made the playoffs. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong. That's a long time. I love Winnipeg. They're all liars. They're lying. They don't they love the Jets. There's a difference, I think. Anyway, thanks for that, Wayne. And 8 years ago. Has it been 8 years? Do we have any diehard hockey fans that can tell me in chat how long it's been since the Jets have been in the playoffs? However, before my son grew up and moved to Vancouver, here is David and I. Look at how small he is. Oh, my gosh. That's unreal. Am I drinking a beer? I might be, but that's outside. Am I getting arrested? Maybe. This is when the Jets first came back. Actually, that was the first season that they had come back. And I think we went to, it was like the fourth or fifth game after they returned. And the ticket prices, remember that? Remember how insane the ticket prices were when they first came back to Manitoba? Oh, my gosh. It was really awful, but exciting. It was a great time to be a Manitoban when the Jets came back. More on that in just a second. Oh, my cousin Joel Edmondson. Oh, Joel's in Vancouver. I did not know that. Well, that's extra exciting. I know his family fairly well. My boss was their neighbor, and it's interesting because in my studio here, I do voice work, and one of my clients is in St. Louis, and he won the Cup in St. Louis, and it was neat because this is why hockey is so universal. Is that my client says, hey, your boy Joel Edmondson from up there in Brandon won the Cup for us, And so it was really cool that it had come around that way, that that my client in St. Louis, who normally wouldn't know, couldn't probably pick out maybe North Dakota, I don't know, knew where Brandon was because, and Joel was really instrumental in helping out the team that year. We got a goalie here, I think. This is Gerhard. Gerhard and his little guy have got their Jets helmet on. Two of my brothers were drafted by the NHL, one with the Jets and one with the Ducks. Holy cow. That's amazing. What a hockey family. And I hate hockey. Yeah, you know what, this is true confession. Don't feel bad. I mean, I haven't watched a game yet. I have not watched a full hockey game. Now, I have popped in and out and caught, a period here and there, but I think I might have to hand my passport back in. They're just like, are you Canadian? You have to watch hockey. It's like, I'm just not. I will now. The playoffs, because the games don't really mean anything. Now the games mean everything. It's like the second season is the season I want to watch. In football, they only play a dozen games a year, so every game is super important. Where and baseball's even worse. How many? They play like 200 games a year. It's like I go to baseball to eat. It's like I'm going to eat outside, and is there something else going on? Oh yeah. Yeah, there's guys hitting balls. Oh, catching balls too. Oh, yeah, and they're running around on the grass. That's kind of cool. And, I mean, you can tell that other people take it that way, too. I mean, there's so much talking that goes on at a baseball game. It's like a big social event. For sure, for sure. Okay. Thanks, Gerhard. I think that's taken a while ago because your little guy's much bigger now from what I've seen. Oh, Rochelle... And you still have time. I'm not at the bottom of the thread, so if you've yet to add your Jets picture and maybe you're watching on Facebook, add it in quick before we have to sign off from our social media friends. Okay, so here's the puppy in the Jets gear. Go, Jets, go. Go, Jets, go. Roll, roll. That's Rochelle. And, that's awesome. Yeah, the pets, he doesn't look impressed, but I think he is. In his heart, he really is a Jets fan. We dress Dizzy in Viking stuff. It doesn't help. It does. You dress the pets, you think that that's going to bring you good luck, but no, it doesn't. So hopefully this little guy, I wish I had his name. Beautiful dog, though. A nice carpet. I like your carpet. Looks warm. Looks like it would be nice on the toes. Like that carpet that you can stick your toes in. This is Yvonne Theron Evanishin, and this is likely at a game. And this is not an actual photo. I'm thinking this is one of those gag photos that you stand behind the... Yeah, I think I would be accurate. Because... Can you imagine that you're like one of those people in the background that they took this picture and put, like, and you're like going in the game? It's like, hey, that was the game I was at. And look I'm part of this novelty backdrop now. And I was picking my nose when they took this picture. And now it is captured for all time. Me digging for gold at the Jets game. And look at that one guy. That one guy's pointing in the top left corner. He's pointing down to the ice. He's like, that guy's such a... But so if he's pointing at the ice, those two in the bottom left at the boards here, can I move my mouse here? Can you see me moving? No, the mouse is too small. But in the bottom left, they're looking at the program. The lady in the hat is pointing. The other people are looking the other way. It's confusing if you look at the crowd, but I don't think anybody's doing that. You're looking at the person in the picture anyway. This is what I do. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning. The Jets have won. The Jets are in the playoffs. This is Kathy Party, and I would assume Mr. Kathy. And there they are at a Jets game, enjoying themselves. Go, Jets, go. Go, Jets, go. Everyone is excited. Everyone in Manitoba is excited about playoff hockey. Do we know who they're going to play in the first round by any chance? I don't know that. I know they beat Minnesota last night. That was the That was the thing that caused all this. Allie Gregg. This is Allie's little guy looking good in his polar blue. So the Jets actually tweeted yesterday that their season ticket... Oh, that's Oakley the Poppy. They're playing the Knights. Oh, Vegas. Oh, the plot thickens. That's Kelly's team. For those that aren't from the area, our junior team used to be owned by a guy named Kelly. And he sold the team and took over running the Las Vegas Golden Knights hockey team. And he is pretty much hockey royalty up here. And so it's interesting that the Manitoba team is going to take on Vegas, which is kind of that Manitoba matchup. So it's going to be entertaining. Again, I just told you, I haven't seen a hockey game all year. I'll be watching this series. You got to watch this series. The Jets were in the playoffs in 2021, beat Edmonton the first round, but then lost to Montreal in the second round. Montreal still has a team? What are they called? They're the Expos, right? The Montreal Expos? No, they're the Montreal Mariners. Montreal still has a hockey team, right? Did I just lose all my hockey credibility? Someone is screaming at their phone and television right now. Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, I know. I like pissing off Habs fans. All my friends who are Habs fans just shook their head. Be nice. Who likes the Habs? Nobody. Raise your hand if you like the Habs. Huh? Nobody likes the Habs. Oh, look at this. Okay, and this one, I think this is the last one. It's our adorable picture of the morning. Tasha's little guy. That's an old picture, I'm thinking. And where's my dial? Oh, no, you're a Habs fan? Oh, my gosh. Okay, I'll be nice. So that's a nice little shot. Memories of when they were small, and it was cheap to buy them clothes. Remember? Cheaper. I guess not cheap, but cheaper. So anyway, thanks for sharing those this morning. And we're going to take a look in the next half hour at those pet pictures. There's just so many pet pictures that came in yesterday. And we're going to show you some very funny pictures of some pet owners who've got signs in front of their pets. Like, I'm sorry I did this. I'm sorry I'm a bad boy. But way funnier. And we're going to do that after 7:30 this morning. They said that on the game Vegas or Edmonton. Oh, so maybe it's not set in stone. It might be Vegas or Edmonton. Okay, we'll have to take a look at that. I'll keep you updated. Either one would be good. I've got a lot of friends that cheer for Edmonton, and I've got some relatives up there. Now, so this is the sad part, and Jets fans are not going to want to hear this, but I've got to say it, and it concerns me a little bit. And if you've been following the news scroll at the bottom of the screen, is McCrimmon still with Vegas? Yeah, as far as I know. I never heard that he moved. Did he move? I'm sure Kelly is still in Vegas. But then again, I'm not a sports guy. Someone will correct me. That's the beauty of chat, if Kelly's not in Vegas anymore. But if you've been following the news scroll at the bottom of the screen, you're seeing already that the Winnipeg Jets have started their season ticket campaign.
The rink.
And that is earlier than normal. And that is because the Winnipeg Jets have quietly said that they are in tough when it comes to finances, and it's because of COVID. And this is not unique to any business. I mean, coming out of COVID, the COVID hangover, you know how your bottom line is when it comes to groceries. Businesses are having tough times too. It doesn't matter what the business is. A few businesses did okay. A few businesses actually did really well. But you've got a lot of businesses where they needed people to make it happen, in-person people to make it happen. and that was a challenge. And so they in their
The loudest
tweet
fans.
yesterday,
The whiteout.
they were shown. This
show.
is some of the footage
Against
from it,
all
and they're
odds,
talking
what
about
once was lost, we
Winnipeg and
found
how great
once
it is to have
more.
a team.
Our pride. But never forget, never again. So is Winnipeg an NHL city?
So is Winnipeg an NHL
You
city?
better believe it. But it takes all of us. Join us.
So that's the campaign, foreverwinnipeg.ca. So is Winnipeg an NHL city? Is Winnipeg an NHL city? And then they flash back. And I mean, I just explained how I had jumped off the bandwagon a little bit. I had moved over to Vancouver a little bit. But when I see those pictures, it's interesting how it brings up some painful memories for hockey fans of the 80s and 90s and before. But mainly the 80s and 90s, and then when the Jets left. I mean, that was part of me I think part of many hockey fans in Manitoba just died. And we are coming into some very tough economic times. I'm a little bit worried. People don't have enough money to buy groceries right now. And to support a hockey team with a bunch of millionaires could be a tough sell. That's a great video. I'll post a link to it on my page, tylerglenshow.com. Misbehaving has a good point. It does take all of us, including all of Manitoba, not just Winnipeg. Yeah. And they need to talk to fans outside the perimeter. And I'm hoping that is something they consider. I mean, they get huge support from across Manitoba. Every time I'm at a game, I run into at least 3 or 4 people from the western side of the province. That and Red Lobster. If I go to Red Lobster, how's it going? Yeah. Hey, how are you? Oh, yeah, you coming in just for the weekend? Yeah. It's like Red Lobster and Jets games. You're going to find people from the western side of the province. But again, I don't want to focus on this too much. I wanted to touch on it before we said goodbye to our social media friends. But just putting it on the radar that this is super important, that if you are doing well financially, if you aren't struggling with groceries, if you are finding that the economy is not as bad as a lot of people are saying that it is, then, and you like hockey, you got to step up and help out the Jets here. You got to be a fan. Now, for some of us that are kind of still warbly, we ourselves have COVID hangover, trying to get back on our feet, trying to get things back into order. It could be a bit of a tough sell, and there will be a lot of debates happening on whether or not we should have a hockey team in Manitoba based on all the stuff we need, the potholes that we're seeing, the hospitals where people are still not getting treated properly, and so on. But we're not going to get into that this morning. Just going to put that on the radar. And Porky Jr. said, yay, Red Lobster. Yes. Yay, go Red Lobster. Red Lobster, go. Go Red Lobster. Jets game and Red Lobster. That is the perfect Manitoba evening. No, this is perfect. Morning visit to Costco. Jets game in the afternoon. Red Lobster for dinner, and back home again. That is the quintessential Manitoba perfect. That's a date night. That is like, check in 9 months. You're having a baby. You're having a baby. You went to Costco. You went to see the Jets, and you had some Red Lobster. It's a boy. Yay. It's a girl. Anyway, we have to say goodbye to our Facebook friends and friends on YouTube and all other social media. Come on over. We'd love to have you on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. You can also catch the audio version of the show in abbreviated form on the website at tylerglenshow.com, also at Red Circle, or wherever you get your podcasts. So if it's Apple Podcasts, if it's iHeartRadio, if it's Google Podcasts, if it's, Spotify, basically it goes everywhere once we get it done around noon. So today's show will be there at noon. You can check it out. You can't catch it every day. I get that. That's okay. Same thing with watching it. I appreciate when you can. Hey, Riley. I appreciate when you can watch it here and there. But everyone's got busy schedules. You got things going on. But I want to let you know, I live in your TV now. I live in your television. And you can watch anytime. We'd love to have you participate. I love the chat. Can't be without chat, but you can't always be here, and I get that. So go to twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Use your Amazon stick, your Fire Stick. Use your smart TV. Someone said to me, I was looking for you. And somebody said to me, he's on Twitch. And so I went to my TV, and I looked in my apps. Oh, my God, it was there the whole time. It is there. It's there the whole time. I believe Westman Infinity TV has Infinite TV, I think it's called, has the Twitch app. So anyway, we have to roll because we've got to do a quick beach break. And have an amazing day. Thank you so much, YouTube and Twitter